Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the M.O.V, the media overview. Now, as I mentioned in the first episode, or actually in my introduction, we were not just going to be looking at DVDs and movies and TV shows on DVD. We're also going to be looking at things like video games and comic books, as well as taking a look at media devices themselves, such as, for this episode, the DVD recorder, or in this case, the Sony DVD recorder, or RDR GX257. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this overview on episode 2 of the Sony DVD recorder. Alright, welcome to episode 2. Welcome back, I should say. Now, as I mentioned here in episode 2, we're going to take a look at the Sony DVD recorder, the RDR GX257. Now, I've had this almost for about a year. Actually, I got this in the first week of July last year. And the reason I got this was because my old DVD recorder, which many of you have probably seen in my previous videos, broke down, if you will. It kind of passed its prime. And basically, what happened was that the entrance, or the door, if you will, the tray, if you will, the disc tray, I'm sorry, the disc tray, would not close properly. I mean, it would still record and stuff, but I had to basically push the disc tray in there. Other problems that came up with the ILO recorder was the fact that I had to basically spend a whole 6 hours recording something on and off, because if I would stop and record something later on, it wouldn't record right. I don't know why. So basically, it finally bit the dust. My ILO DVD recorder finally bit the dust, and I had it tossed. So my mom ended up getting me this for an early birthday gift, right here. Now, originally, I was going to get this recorder. I was going to get this recorder right here myself. I was going to get it myself. Unfortunately, due to financial reasons, I couldn't do it. So my mom said, okay, fine. So my mom basically said, okay, happy birthday, here you go. Well, she didn't say it like that, but she just said, consider this your birthday gift. Don't expect anything else on the 25th of July. So, anyway, that's what happened. And I got this at a Walmart. We got this at a Walmart for around $125, about $125. It's actually probably a little cheaper now. This is actually the 2008 edition. I think there's a 2009 and possibly a 2010. And it's actually a good little DVD recorder. Believe it or not, it's actually a good little DVD recorder. And I'll tell you why. There's a lot of different features with this thing. Like, first of all, here you have, of course, your audio and video. So, like, let's say you want to take your, for example, let's say you want to take your audio video cables, like these audio video cables are for the camera I'm using. Let's say you want to take these and insert them. Right here, you insert it in the video and in the audio. Unfortunately, I don't got the red cord, unfortunately, these didn't come with a red one, or red connector, so it doesn't, really go surround sound, but it does. Surprisingly, it does. Another thing about this recorder is the fact that it also allows you to connect your camera. That's right. It allows you to connect your camera. But I think it's got to be like a Pacific camera, because I have a Kodak camera, but it doesn't read it. So I'm guessing it's got to be a Sony related camera or something. I'm not really sure. Then right here, if you have a DV camera, one of those, digital cameras, you can connect it right here, and you can record your stuff right from there onto DVD. Now, what makes this so different? What makes this recorder so different? Well, first of all, let's take a look at the remote. The remote's like a typical remote, right? It's got everything. It's got your channels. It's got your audio. It's got your subtitle. It's got your input. It's got your play mode, your zoom, your timer. Well, the timer is for like if you are gone somewhere and you want to make sure you get everything without missing a second and without getting commercials. And of course, down here it's got your play button. It's got your replay button. It's got your next. And this is a good feature here. Believe it or not, the replay button and the advance button right here. The replay and advance button. The reason they're good features is because, well, when you rewind, because here's your rewind button right here. Right? These are your rewind buttons, I believe. Right here. But what these do is they actually go back about 30 seconds. This gives you 30 seconds in reverse. So essentially, it's almost like a quicker way of getting to where you want to go. The only disadvantage, though, I will say is that sometimes it'll kind of, I guess, get confused, if you will, and instead of going 30 seconds behind or 30 seconds ahead, it'll go right into the next chapter. I don't know. But of course, here are your chapter buttons right here on the side. Now, what makes this so different? Well, I'll tell you what makes it different. Right here, you have your system menu, right? You got your system menu button. It allows you to set up your recorder the way you want. Here you have your title list. This right here allows you to record, or not record, but allows you to name. This actually helps and allows you to name the certain things you record. Now, here, like I said, is your input button. Your input button is basically like what channel you have it on. Like if you're recording from your cable box, you have to have it on video 1. If you are recording from another source, like say your camcorder or your video game system, you have to have it on video 2. But if you're recording from your DV camera, your digital camera, you have to have it on the DV section. And of course, again, you got all your typical buttons on a regular DVD remote. Of course, you got your channels and volumes over here, and you got your channel deal up here, which is weird. You got two channel things, one on the bottom, one on the top, one with volume. Basically, it's essentially a universal remote. But what makes this even better? What makes this DVD recorder so, probably better than any DVD recorder you could probably get? Not saying it's the best, but what makes it better? What makes it unique? Well, I'll show you. Okay, now, as I was saying, what makes this so different? What makes this so unique? What makes this DVD recorder so unique? Well, first of all, let's turn on the TV for a second. Okay. Let's turn it on. Now, the channel that I use when I record some of my programming is not video 1 like you see here. Instead, I use video 2, because that's where the DVD recorder is hooked up. Then what I do is I turn on the box, I've turned on the recorder, right here, it says hello, it'll say hello on the thing. As you can see now it's loading up, it says DVD recorder. Now right there it just said, let's put it on, okay, let's flip through this, sorry. Let's mute that for a second. Now right here is video 1. Oh, actually, hold on. Here's line 2, I should say. I'm sorry if I'm messing up here. Here's line 2. This is what I said that I use for these. For when I hook up a DVD, when I hook up a game system or a camcorder, or even a VCR or another DVD player, line 2 is the one you use to record stuff from the other sources. Like I said, like a camcorder, game system, or DVD player or VCR. Now right here, the DV section, that's basically for your DV camera or your DB camera, basically your digital video camera. Now, right here it says line 2, and you can see that that's got a picture. It's got a picture right there. That's a commercial.